down, come take a seat. Bearded Squires live, ain't that a treat? Lore and laughter, games and art, a grand adventure's about to start. Through fantasy worlds with creatures untold, steampunk machines and horrors of old, mechs on the march, cities of steel. So grab some snacks and enjoy the feels. Big band, big laughs, welcome to the show. Stay a while, the vibes are super mellow. Art and gaming tales unfold. Join the chat, help make it big and bold. Hey! Big laughs, welcome to the show. Stay a while, the vibes are super mellow. Art and gaming tales unfold. Join the chat, help make it big and bold. We've got gnomish saltness and airships in the sky, epic mech battles shooting aliens in the eye, sci-fi builders and medieval plight, or fighting beasts with all our might. Silly voices trying comedic flair. Maybe Friday I'll eat a chili burger for a dare. Magic, madness, games galore. You ain't seen a stream like this before. Big laughs, welcome to the show. Stay a while, the vibes are super mellow. Art and gaming tales unfold. Join the chat, help make it big and bold.
Hello, camera. Why no camera? Why no cam? Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Is that why there's no camera? Camera pointed sky. Nothing in sky. Sky empty. Screen empty. Camera pointed me. No longer empty. Me on screen. Fantastic. We don't need that. We don't need that song twice, do we? We can get rid of that song and put it down there. Hi guys. You might remember me from such things as the stream a couple of hours ago. Well. Here we are. Okay, Groot. At no point did I go, I am Squire. I very distinctly described why my camera did not have me showing on the screen. I just did. No, I did. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. No. Bad. Anyway, let's get this loaded. There's a couple of bits we want to tidy up in the starting area, and then I want to crack on, get across the sand, and let's enter the Iron Age. Because that's fun. Now, I'm reasonably certain. We can't have any more raids today. There's already been so many raids. I can't be blessed. I can't be blessed for a third stream with so many raids, but it would be amazing if there was. So is this co-op? I have not heard from Rook. So the last conversation I had with Rook was he didn't want to stream. And I said to him a couple of hours ago, I said, if you change your mind, let me know, because I'm going to stream. I've not heard from him, so I don't think he's changed his mind. So we are going to crack on. And I'm going to dump some... Apparently nothing there. Can I dump... there's not really enough space there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. These batteries can go in here. That can go in there as well. When we logged off, I left a load of copper. Prepping. Copper sat in there. So, is there anything that is worth... How much damage does that do? 7.8. 7.8 and 193. Compared to 6. Oh, so it's, yeah, it's slower, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm going to stick with the weapons we've got. I don't think I've manufactured anything over here. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah, I need to do this at some point. I don't think it's actually... Oh no, it is. It is. I'll tell you what. Right, before we go anywhere, in case this opens up something else, we'll just do this because we can do this here. So what this tool does is this tool takes a blueprint of your foundations and walls and doors. Doesn't take a copy of the contents, just takes a blueprint of the foundations and the walls and the doors. And so I think part of the reason why they've done this is hello worm. I think part of the reason why they've done this is... Why are you not copying? There we go. It's like, look, there you go. Look, we could set another thing somewhere, except that we don't have the space to put it down. I think they've done this because, in theory, you would have multiple bases around the area, and certainly with Deep Desert, where the PvP is, that thing resets every week. So you might want to save a blueprint so that each week you can just go smack the blueprint down rather than placing all the bits, and then all you got to do is build the walls. So I think that's why they do it. Location is done. And I'll be perfectly honest, we will probably never use that tool again. Very unlikely we'll use that again. But unfortunately, we can't take it apart. Tell you what, there's just an offering to Daddy Worm. There you go. May he bless our journey ahead. How much water have we got? We've got 10.5 litres of water. What? We are rich. We are rich. So I'm going to fill myself up on water. You call me a worm? No. If I'd said Skaven Daddy, that would have been referencing you. I'm referencing Daddy Worm, which is Frank, who ate us earlier on. Right, so journeys, the wider world. Yeah, can't do the wider world. Moving on is going across the sand, and then we've done all of this. So the only thing we've got left to do right now is going across the sand. So what I would like to do is just like finish off this little pile of rocks, see what useful things are in here. There potentially is some stuff here as well. So, you know, just want to get the loot, get any, you know, interesting blueprints, which I can't remember. I know there's some blueprints near here. I think it's up there. I think it's whoops, ignore that. Ignore what I did there. I'm just trying to look at these pillars, because one of these pillars holds a secret. I think it's this one. I think it's this pillar. That little cave there is not the secret, though. Don't be confused. Don't be confused when I refer to secrets. The secret is actually a proper secret. It's a very secret secret. And you're very privileged. You're very privileged to see this secret. Use this secret wisely. Oh, I put my turret down. I might need to swap these two around, you know, because I'm too used to having my grappling hook on Q. And I've currently got the turret on Q. Hello, secret. Secrets, guys. Secrets. But we actually don't care about the thopter. The thopter is not the big secret. Here's the big secret. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just a little secret. That was the only reason I came here. Now we're going to descend. Oops. Do you know what was really cool about looking at all this landscape? Like, you look at all this landscape and you're like, oh, I wonder how they came up with, like, all these things looking the way they do. I saw a video, which was a documentary about the Sahara Desert. And there's just parts of the Sahara Desert that look like these rock outcroppings. Like, I appreciate there's a load of sand there, but I mean the actual rock outcroppings. There are bits that look like that, which I thought was very cool. Okay, so that's where we fought that guy earlier on. So I was very close to doing these anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go in here. Oh, no, we're not. Hey guys, I'm just gonna leave my bike there. I think someone's already been here because... Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Hi. Cover. There appears to be 2 people trying to shoot me. I don't appreciate them trying to shoot me. So I'm going to take out... Oh, but I don't want them hitting. Thank you. I was a little bit concerned they were going to hit my bike. And that would not have been pleasant. Or appreciated. But their blood is appreciated. That can't be right. Hold on. Do you ever get the feeling? Do you ever get the sneaking suspicion that some people did not close their browsers earlier on when they were lurking? Because I've just noticed how many viewers I've got. Oh, hello, mate. No, come here, come here, come here. Smash, smash, smash. And while it is massively appreciated, I do wonder if it's just some people just have left their browser open for a couple of hours. Alright, let's put that there. Let's grab you. This is a reasonable size base. There might be some nice stuff here. Is there a chest? I mean, not like this. Not like a little one like this. Slightly disappointing. Just lots of little chests. There was that medium-sized one, but there wasn't the exciting one. That's a shame. I call you cleansed. The evil has been exorcised from this place. I will now go purify the blood. Wait, what's behind here? Secrets? Are you a secret? You look like a secret. Oh, you're a cushion. Unless you're a cushion of water making or a cushion of mass destruction, this is not an exciting secret. We're going to leave that. We're not classing that as a secret. That would be an excessive amount of secret calling. Okay. So that's that one. I do want to go to that. I want to see what that monument is. And then I'd like to do that little cave. Which means I need to go back this way, don't I? Now that monument, we've been in the cave and we didn't find the monument. So I wonder if it's like, if I was building a monument, I'd probably build it up on top of the hill. So I'm going to try and leap up on the top and see how that goes. Oh wow. Oh wow. I mean, good on them. But I've just seen two people going for a walk. And it was a man and a lady. So I presume they may have been some form of a couple. But they were dressed identically like they were going on safari. I suppose potentially they could have been going to a party. They could have been going to a fancy dress party. And that's why they were dressed the same. That. Or they just really enjoy that look. And they're just owning it. Oh, I did it again! Right, okay, hang on. This is silly. This is silly. Give me my skills. Swapsies. Oh, I can't swap them like that, can I? Okay. I have to drag... No? Wait, you're unable to swap or unequip abilities that are active or cooling. Oh, shoot. Right, okay. Or rather, don't shoot, because there's nothing to shoot. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I need you to run out of power so that I can swap my abilities around. While I'm waiting on that... Whee! Grappling Hook of Destiny. Right. Oh, now that one's on cooldown, isn't it? I am a twerp. I am a twerp. I'm waiting for these things to uncool. Cool less, please. Please cool less. Are you both cooled less? You're both cooled less. Excellent. Can I just swap you around like that? No. So if I do that, then where is Mentat? Then Mentat can go over there. Okay, cool. Right, this is how I want my buttons. Can I go whee? Hopefully I've not made a horrific error. I feel like it would be on top of the mountain, though, if it's a monument to a person. That looks like a monument, doesn't it? Well, it looks like something. It looks like secrets. Secrets. Give me your secrets. Not gonna lie. Rather underwhelming. Rather underwhelming secrets. But at least I've done them. Wait, is that a storm? Oh no! Oh no, where's my bike? Yeah, it's a bit late for the weather alert. Blow me neck. Where's my bike? Bike. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get inside. Okay. It's alright. We're sheltered. We're sheltered. I think I've got some... Oh, I have got some water on me. Amazing. And then just to make it seem like this was all planned, I'm going to just make some extra ammo. Yeah, okay. That was nearly a pickle. Nearly a little pickle, that. So I would like to go and do that cave. Possibly do the rock outcropping that's about here. The reason... Oh, wait, no, I probed all of this, didn't I? I did a survey probe, so actually I should be seeing everything. So that would imply there's nothing in that corner. Yeah, I want to do that, and then we're going to go to the base. We're going to get ready to go across the Ready to go across the desert. Are we good to go yet? Okay. Sweet. So Dan, does this game interest you? Do you think you're going to play it? Or have you already purchased it? Or anyone, actually. Has anyone been interested in it? Bodies? Bodies. You haven't decided yet. Fair dues. Fair dues. Oh, we're already full of blood. Okay. Wah-ha. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it. As I say, there's lots of little scavenger camps. But the little scavenger camps are not really going to have that much in them. While I want to believe the probe, feels a bit weird that there isn't stuff there. I'm sure it's right. Like, who are the people that we're randomly killing? Scavengers. So at the moment, the people we've been fighting have been scavengers. Because the planet is at war, and so there's lots of debris and wrecks and stuff all over the place. So everyone we've been killing so far has been scavengers. As we move into other territories, so at the beginning you are an escaped prisoner, and we're fighting the scavengers to get stuff. You know, it's just kind of like a dog eat world type thing. As we move into other territories, we'll start interacting with other factions like slavers, and then we'll start interacting with the houses. So we'll start interacting with like the Atreides and the Harkonnen. There are minor houses as well, but the Atreides and Harkonnen are the main two houses that we know about so far. They have suggested they're going to introduce another major house, but they've kept it under wraps as to who that will be. When you have a guild, you start. It's kind of like having a minor house once you get a guild, and you start interacting with the Landsrat, and the Landsrat will want certain things to be happening in the world, and that could be things like providing them with resources, killing certain people to weaken their power on the planet. You might be asked to deliver completely finished goods. Like the Landsrat might say, deliver us finished bikes. You know, they might do something like that. And if you do stuff for the Landsrat, you get access to certain equipment that you can only get through the Landsrat. So at the moment, yes, it looks like we're just completely fighting absolute nobodies, and that's because we are. The Arrakis is at war because no one controls it. Whereas when you're looking at like the movies and stuff and the books, like someone has been put in charge of it. Also, one of the other things to keep in mind is when the I think it was the Sardaukar who did it, when the Sardaukar were sent to police the Northern Hemisphere, which is where we are, they basically they wiped out the Fremen. So as far as everyone is aware, the Fremen are dead. So that's obviously leaving another power vacuum. Though, you know, if you like, from the lore of Dune, though, there was loads of Fremen who were in the southern hemisphere. It's just the houses in the Imperium never went to the southern hemisphere because they classed it as too harsh and not worth their time. So while they've said in the story that the Fremen were wiped out, I cannot believe for a second that they have wiped out the Fremen. I cannot believe at all that they have wiped out the Fremen. I think at best they've got rid of the Fremen from the northern hemisphere, and the Fremen have retreated to the southern where they know no one will go. And I'm sure in like a season pass or something, they'll turn up later, just like going, "Hey, how you doing? It's us." I'm sure that I'm pretty confident that that's what will happen. And the law is that the law's not really loose. I think part of the problem that you've got there, I think part of the problem you'll have in terms of if you feel like the law's loose. Keep in mind that I've been skipping through a lot of the story just so we could see kind of like the actual mechanics of the game. There is a lot of story going on that we've skipped through just to see what you can build and what you can, you know, and see the scenery and stuff. I need that. And if I'm going to be over on the other side, I'm going to load up the bike. I'm going to load up with the bike with some stuff so we just don't have to, you know, we're not grabbing everything from scratch. Now, I mean, this does have a risk in case we lose stuff. Biking across Dune, though, it's not a thing. No, it's not absolutely. Biking across Dune is not a thing. But then that's cutting into, you know, that's coming down under the thing of something that I've talked about before. When I've been like, on the art streams, when we've been talking about gaming and stuff, you do have to have a balance. You have to have a balance between realism, or in this case, lore, universe lore. So you got to have a balance between that and gameplay, and just practicality, like when you're making a game. So yeah, there's no, I don't think they've ever suggested. I don't think there's ever been. Yeah, I can't think of anything in terms of the lore. I mean, saying that, in terms of the old school Dune games, they had the trikes and quads. So in terms of the old school, from a gaming lore perspective, bikes and buggies have been a thing. But yeah, in terms of the books, I couldn't really say either way. But equally, how would you expect people to get around? If there was no vehicles, if you made this exactly like Dune, you would get, the game would be so unbelievably slow. Like, you just wouldn't get stuff done. So yeah, biking across dunes might not be book accurate, but I can see why they've done it from a practicality point of view of keeping the game progressing. I'm going to take a few batteries, because if we're going to build a generator, we're going to need that. What else would I like over there to start off with? I'm going to try and take a few of these bits. Oh, actually, wait, hang on. I can do this the other way around. I can do this the other way around, can't I? If I take these, now I can dump these in the bike. Genius. Genius. No, not that. Sandbike. Sandbike. And then my backpack. Let's take those out. I don't need to take every bit of metal with me. What was in here? I'll take that. I'll take that. And then we've got some granite to get us started. I'll take more batteries. That's the bike full. We're going to have to do multiple trips. Like, that's kind of going to be a thing, is having to do multiple trips. But I think we're ready to go. In fact, because I don't know how quickly it's going to take to set up, I'm going to fill my water bottle full. And then the goal is to build a base. Is that everything I want? The blood extractor, I'm not too bothered about. I'm not too bothered about the blood extractor. We'll get that done. Okay. Let's go this way. Typically you have the ornithopter travel, and you have the ornithopter in this. But one thing I think that would be noted is once you've got the ornithopter, travel becomes very trivial. Like the worms become a much less of a threat once you've got the thopter. Plus, the way they've got this set up, is getting the thopter feels like an achievement. It feels very much like an achievement when you get it. Like it's a very good feeling getting it. So yes, yeah, that is thopters, definitely method to travel. But yeah, I think if you had it at the beginning, I think you'd lose a lot of the threat feeling of the game. We're going. Hello? We might be lucky. Oh, no, we're not lucky. We're not lucky. We're okay. We're safe. He's doing a slow breach. It's all good. It's all good. Breathe. Marvellous. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all this weekend, but I'm going to try and do something which requires me to go this direction. And we're going to see how it works out. Although, actually, do you know what? The location I want to go to is not going to be... The location I want to go to is not going to be super useful for how much we can do in this game. So I probably should go... Let's go this way. See if I can find a nice location in this direction. Just got a magpie trying to chirp down my ear. In fact, we could do here. This could be an option. Oh wait, no, actually, we're right below an NPC base. No. What about this? What about this? Very open land. Open flat land. I shall call this my empire. We could build here. Yes. Advanced construction kit, indeed. Okay. So, I am curious how this is about to work. Because I know what's about to happen. Or at least, I think I do. Before I build this... Hold on. Oh. Hi.
You might have seen my little pyrotechnics display, Offworlder, but whether you did or not, the long and short of it is that I must go, and quickly. The Sardaukar have my scent, and the Emperor's hounds are not known for their mercy. I do not know when we will meet again.
He's... Wait, hold up. Where's he going? He was... That cutscene.
Continue to follow your path. Let the desert teach you
Okay.
to walk in the footsteps of the Fremen. Find allies.
Okay, there's no sand tremors.
And remember, Arrakis will sharpen you, Offworlder. Make sure you become the right kind of blade.
Let's do that. Oh, am I not carrying... Apparently I've put the metal in here because I'm a twerp. You know, when someone asked me before, they were like, hey, is there anything I need to know about... God, I've actually done this in such a cockeyed way. Right, let's drop that on the floor. No. Get in my inventory. Get here. And just so that doesn't despawn. I don't know if these things do despawn, but I'd rather not find out with 400 copper. So let's just get that in the bike. Bike is full. Right. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think this is where we're going to go. I think this is where we're going to try and build a base. I mean, it's only going to be for the weekend. Oh, but it wants me to build the advanced one, doesn't it? He did say the advanced one, which is bigger. So let's... No. Wait, why can't I do this? Why are we not allowed? You should be giving me a message if I'm not allowed to do this. I don't think I'm near anything. Unless... Wait, do you need me to do the abandon first? No, the abandon is second. The abandon is second. What's the problem? Okay. There we go. We're going to do that. That's happened. I do need to abandon my other base, but I also need to not die of heat stroke. Oh, and is the granite... and look, now we have to pay taxes because we're building a bigger base. Bigger base requires taxes. So, granite... Can I swap the granite round this way? It's alright. It's alright, don't worry. Don't worry, this is not the way you meant to do these things, but it's the way I'm doing it right now. Okay. So, I would like... we also have a new building set as well, which is lovely. I quite like this building set. I think it looks nice. I'm a fan. That's a bit wonky, isn't it? Okay. I would... Hello, people. Being noisy. Just worms. Worms are so rude. They really are. Okay. And then what I would like to do is... I'm going to build this higher. I'm going to build this like this. And then the real build begins. In fact, this isn't actually quite high enough, is it? This... If I built this like this... Hold on. Where's the top? If we come back to about here... Yeah, it's still clipping a bit. Okay. I would like... Let's do this slightly differently. Let's do this slightly differently. If I had you... If I started with you...
One of us.
Let's do this way. Shifty! Hello, Shifty. How's it going? How goes it? Thank you very kindly. Very handsome of you. Very, very handsome. Why does that look a little bit wonky? Have I built you wonky? I think I built this wonky. Oh no. That can't be right though. No, it might be alright. So, let's do this way. Let's see. That definitely looks wonky, doesn't it? Let's go to completely... The wonk is real. That's terrible. I want you in the ground. If I put you... That still looks wonky, doesn't it? That is wonky. Never mind. Never mind. If I wanted to not be wonky... I think that might be the closest I'm going to get it. Right, so I want that low to the ground. Definitely... It's weird, isn't it? That is weird. That is weird that I managed to get that side looking straighter on line with the border compared to that one. Enjoyed you? Yeah, I'm having a great time. I am having a great time. I am a fan. I'm a big fan. I've enjoyed it. I'm having good times. Except for this wonk. The wonk is not pleasing me right now. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go, wait, no, wrong, right, so, low into the ground, because I don't actually want this to be super high, because we've got to get a ramp down to the sand. Yeah, look, I feel like that's going closer to the edge, but we're gonna get rid of that. Although, it's not actually... I don't know why I'm tilting my head as though that's somehow going to make a difference. But, you know, here we are. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of the back wall. That's the back wall. Get back on top. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right. And then, see, that feels like it's going to collide with that corner at some point, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's all in my brain. Maybe it's all my imagination. Maybe if I just believe in myself, this build will come together. And then that does not have stability. But I bet if I go here... Ah, I see. I see. Yes, stability. Stability will be mine. Take it. It is yours. Are you, Oh no, it's Saturday, isn't it? I was about to say, you're streaming tonight, Shifty, but I'm guessing... I'm guessing not. He's beginning to believe. I'm beginning to believe. Insufficient stability. Is that what we call it? Keeps on telling me I'm not stable. How does it know the truth? Right. Okay. And then we pull this back. We pull this back this way. So this ramp needs to go for a moment. This ramp is not going here. Look at that. Okay. Okay. It's alright, though. It's alright. Don't you panic. I really do need to at least build a basic shelter. Right now, I'm apparently building a palace. What I need is just a roof over my head. And then... Ooh, I know what I could do. That could be... Oh. Yes. Yes, that could be interesting. Okay, hang on. I might have a different plan. Might have a different plan. If I were to... Okay. Have these changed orientation? Oh my god, they've changed orientation. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Please reorientate yourselves. Thank you. Okay, that's going to go there. Be honest, you did consider it only because there's an event on tonight, but you can't really bother to do that. Is it like the one event that's happening in your time zone? And you're just like, mother Benjamin. Am I going to change this? I wanted... What if I wanted... Wait, where are you going? Oh, I can't connect you to there, can I? What if I brought you out here? Oh no, but that would always be a bit wonky. No, let's forget that. Let's have these lovely stairs. 11 p.m. I mean, 11 p.m. is in your time zone, but that's still late in the evening, isn't it? That's not a... That's still a commitment. Yeah. Okay, right. We're going to put that there for a moment. And then I'm going to have to find more granite, because I've used all the granite that I brought with me. So we're going to have to mine some more. But it's okay, because... What? I thought I saw something move across the screen there. The thing that is terrifying me a bit, though, is if a sandstorm turns up. We have 0 cover, so I could probably do with building something that at least has some shelter before I continue with this exorbitant build. More likely to pop in, no doubt. Oh, fair it. So maybe not stream, but just kind of like go and say hey. Shifty stream, yeah, Shifty streams. Shifty does art streams and he does gaming streams. At the moment, his gaming streams are heavily weighted towards GTA roleplay, and they have been an education to watch in terms of learning how people do RP. But yeah, he's a variety streamer who also has a very good taste in music. Do you know what? I should have got on the bike, shouldn't I? This would have been sensible to get on the bike. I'm getting further and further away from this new home. How full is my inventory? I still have a little bit of inventory space, but I'm not seeing any granite on the horizon. So let's apply this to the base. But yeah, I don't know how much of this you've seen, Shifty. We've kind of done the starting. We've finished the starting area, and we've just moved on from the starting area. So I'm having to set up a brand new base in a slightly more slightly higher level area, which is why I am doing my favourite thing, which is building excessive structures for a single person. Let's do that. This is facing this way, so this is good. I do actually have... Ooh, interesting. Tell you what, I'm just gonna do the garage up to here. This is gonna be the entrance, so that's an absolute delight. Which I think actually probably because this thing's gonna get wiped at the end of the weekend, I'm probably not gonna do everything that I want to do. So let's just I'm also really conscious this was, do you know what, this was not a great location. This was not a great location for what I wanted to do. I don't know if I want to change it already. The sand was not quite as flattered as I'd hoped for what I wanted to do. I might change this. Although, because yeah, then we're then immediately met by. Although, actually, wait, hang on. Hold the phone. If I can do this bit, I'm also conscious I'm using, you know, all that granite that I just mined, that I said, hey, I should really make a proper shelter because this guy's gonna get screwed. Let's there'll be some granite on those little islands, but this is the beginning. If I go over to one of these little islands, there'll be some granite over here. Dan, oh, you follow him. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you already follow Shifty. Now you need to take the next step, which is to watch Shifty streams. I mean, I think if you get a level of entertainment from my streams, Dan, I think you will get entertainment from Shifty streams. If you get no entertainment from my streams, and then I have to question why you're here, I think there's still a chance that you'll get entertainment from Shifty streams. We have similarities and differences. it's a bit like going to McDonald's or Burger King. Kind of like you get a lot of the same pleasantness, taste, food sensations, but they're also a little bit different. Granite. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Yes, it is. You are what I'm looking for, Mr. Granite. Hello. Please. Get in my belly. Oh, that's a worm walking around behind me. Ooh. Any more granite? That's some more granite. I like what this person's done with their build. There was clearly a bit of like a cave going on there, and so they built it out of either sides. I like that. I like that. It's clever. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. I like it. Right. Vike. Homeward bound. Please do not get eaten by a worm. Max, fish fingers are calling you from the oven. Oh, man. We had some fish fingers. We had some fish fingers a couple of weeks ago. And they were meant to be... They were... I seem to think, if I remember correctly, they were like fish fingers that were like, hey, these are made with like real fish and they're glorious and they're all like healthy for you and they make you a good human being if you've eaten them. And I remember eating them and I was just like, this is not Captain Birdseye at all. This is not good enough. I was like, I want Birdseye. Which is not to say that Birdseye, I'm reasonably certain Birdseye, you know, is like real fish and all that kind of stuff. It was just they really laid it on thick about how good they were. And I was like, nah, mate, you can't mess with perfection, you know? And when it comes to fish, Birdseye are the perfection. If I get rid of you, how much sand? Yeah, okay. So we're going to have another incline when we get inside. Though it's going to be rather steep, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how well this is going to work. But, you know, we're here. Worst case scenario. I delete it and start again. What's going on under here? Don't need that, do we? That can go away. Now, there's not really much benefit to there being windows there, because what I'm about to do to this means those windows aren't going to work. Let's give me some wedgie walls. Actually, no, let's not have wedgie walls. Let's have those. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. It's complicated. Builds are complicated when I get my brain into it. No sign of a sandstorm yet, so that is beneficial. Give me a reason to love you. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that. Give me a reason. Let's see. That can go. That can go. And then, tell you what, we can have some windows there. We can have some windows there. And see, what I want to do over here is seemingly run out of granite again, but it's going to look great. It's going to look fantastic. Just you wait and see. So we're going to have these bits over here. What am I doing here? What's happening here? Talk to me. Talk to me, goose. Can I put... I can't. I can't do that. Okay. In which case, I'm going to do that. And that's going to dictate how I have to build inside. But that's alright, because I know how to do this. I am a professional. Professional builder of fictional homes. Okay. Right, I need that. Then I need steep sides. Then I need a door. And I need floor. Oh no, what's that noise? Wait. Oh, it's a worm. It's a worm, it's fine. Thought it was something serious. It's fine. Is this one on the US server? No, this one's on a European server. Because I was curious to see just kind of like how much of a difference it might make to the streams if which server I was being on. You're noticing difference in lag? Not really, no. No, I mean, in terms of, because like the way, I mean, when I say that, I'm thinking of from the perspective of, you know, would that be a deciding factor in which server would I want to stream on long term? I've not seen enough difference. This seems to be running very similar to how it was over on the American server. Which, you know, I think that's a good thing. This is going to be a bit silly, isn't it? You're going to make me do this. Right. I really am pushing this. I really am pushing this. I should get a roof. I'm kind of taking the piss. I just kind of want to show you guys like the kind of thing that you can build. Which I'm surprised. So in terms of, so like, yeah, coming back to the lag question, the ping for me on the American server that we were on was, at one point it was 140, which, not great, sounds horrific, but I wasn't really noticing too many problems. That could be a whole other issue though when you're doing PvP. You know, ping's not too, I would say ping tends to not be too much of an issue unless you're really doing PvP. At least that's what I find. Because I think to a certain degree is if you're dealing potentially with something that's lagging, but you're fighting a computer, you almost kind of get used to how the computer moves. So like when you fight like the NPCs, you're kind of like, yes, no, I understand that you move in a weird way. That's okay. I want this to all look not like a foundation. So I think I'm actually going to have to knock this down. And that's okay, because I have a plan. We're going to put these floors in, which the floor looks the same as the foundation. And then I can do that, so the floor looks the same. And then when I drop down here, I can just attach some... Oh, it helps if I do them the right way around, though. If I do them the wrong way around, it's very obvious that they're incorrect. Oh, have I run out of stone? Yeah, more stone. It's alright. Right, that is now the correct way around. And I need more granite. For anyone who's going, oh my god, you gotta harvest so many resources, I am being excessive. There is no reason to make a base this big. Unless you have an army. But yeah, so yeah, the ping when I was on the same server as Rook was, at worst case, it was 140. It was also down to 83. On this server, when I was joining this server, it said the ping was, I think it was 18. So the ping is noticeably faster. But I don't know how much of an impact that's going to have based on kind of like what I'm doing right now. I don't think I'm really going to notice the full benefit of a ping like that. And we've not had any rubber banding. There's been no rubber banding on this one. I think I had a little bit of rubber banding. So actually, yeah, maybe there was that. There was a smidge. So yeah, I think for the things I'm doing, it's not going to make a massive difference. But yeah, if I start doing things like deep desert, could become a problem there. I just need to keep checking around. Not seeing any... The sandstorms come through, I think it's every... I don't know if it's every half hour or every hour. But it's all the way up there. Whee! Give me the grappling hook of joy. Okay, and my inventory is full. Where's my bike? Oh, look at that bike. I do not deserve a bike. I've just left that bike on the sand. Just nervously there. But also keep in mind as well, like, if I'm, you know, I think that's one of the things of kind of like, if your main focus is, say, to do PvP, you're probably going to be choosing your server based on where you're going to get the best ping, which I think is going to upset some people. I think it's going to upset some people because they're not going to be able to play necessarily with the people they want to. You know, people are going to have to make decisions on... am I playing with my mates in America or am I having a good ping? I think that's going to happen. And you never know when it goes completely live. They might have improved the servers. Maybe, I don't know if there's any ways they can boost that, because I mean, it's not the first place to have PvP and on a server, is it? Oh, I put windows there, which did destroy that, but that's understandable. That's understandable. Give me that. Give me that. Count about the cost of it. Yeah. I mean, so to clarify that, I've said this before. With I wonder, like, with something like this, are you gonna fully commit to like really good servers if you don't even know if the game's gonna be successful? So I could absolutely believe that we've not got all the best performance right now, because why are they gonna splash out for it if then no one plays the game? But then that's just a balancing thing, isn't it? That's just a whole balancing thing of, does the game run so badly that then no one plays it? Or do you run the risk of seeing if people will play it and spend on servers that never get used? It must be a fun conversation to try and work out in like the budget calls. If we give people a rubbish experience, no one's going to play the game. Yeah, but if no one's going to play the game, we can't afford we can't afford the servers. Hey, friend. Oh, look at that person on their bike. Better not be stealing my granite. Get off my lawn. I was going to make this higher. I kind of wanted this to be 2 stories, though I have a sneaking suspicion this is probably just going to be my base for the weekend. No. Someone is upsetting the worm. That was a spice bloom that just went off. That thing up there. Can I get the corner? Oh, I missed the corner. Whiffed it. Absolutely whiffed it. That's a spice bloom. So if we went over there, there would be spice on the sand, which there are efficient ways to collect it. I do not currently have those efficient ways. But if we were absolutely desperate to go and collect sand, we could go and collect it by hand. I'm not proposing to do that, because it's literally like you're picking out grains of sand. And so it is very slow. Let's do that. Oh, I just realised the way I want to do this. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? I also still don't have a roof. I'm being really silly. Oh my god, is that a storm? I think, by pure luck, the storm is passing me by. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. We're good. We're good. That storm is not coming near me. Don't panic. It looks It was coming very close to us, but we're alright. We are, however, going to continue to build a roof. Oops. I don't like that this sand is here, so I might just... What could I do here? I could... Tell you what I could do. I could get rid of this. I could replace this like that. And then... Like, there will be some sand in the base, but I feel like that's not entirely weird. You know, we're on a desert planet. Sand's gonna get treading. You know, that's gonna occur. You know, people don't wipe their feet. People don't wipe their feet when they come in. That's all that's happened there. I really need to sort out my water situation. Water of life. I'm gonna do that. And yeah, there's just a little bit of gathered there. Did I have any more water on me? I do have some more water on me, so that's good. In fact, no, that's not what I meant to do. Let's take some copper. So if we're coming into here, then this can kind of be my workshop side. I'll put one down for now, because I'll tell you now, I'm probably going to try and replace this very quickly. So that can go there. Then we're going to need some power. Power can go over on this side. Hello, Salter. Hello. How's it going? Are you well? Now this is going to be a slightly larger base. So I'm going to give it some more. Got to give it some more welly. In the form of 3 of those. Where did I put the thing? Hello, Mextron. Hello, hello. I've not been bad. Not been bad. Doing all right. Doing all right, Salter. How goes the game production? I'm formally informally working on a game. I'm part of a little team. Part of a little team putting together a game as well, which I'm interested in seeing how that goes. Oh, I'm out of granite again. Okay. Right. Did I bring power with me? Okay. There's power. Shield is on. So that's great. Right. I need to unlock... oh, I've not finished moving on. Right. Okay, because I've not abandoned the thing. I've not finished moving on yet. Gotcha. Okay, I don't want to abandon the other place just yet, because I want to go grab some stuff out of it. Oh, I don't want to put them all in there. That'll have to do. Let's do that, because I want to bring all the generators online. Look at that. Great man, you paused game production till summer. We're working on a side project for a multiplayer chess horror-like game. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, because I'm I need just to get some storage in the base so I can go and move more things around. So these are not great storage. But we just need to, like, offload the bike. We need to offload the bike, and we also need to offload our backpack as well. So let's chuck all of that. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. I can leave this here, can leave that here, can leave that here, and then processed sandbike. So that can go in there, that can go there, and that can go there. In fact, actually, I'm going to do that. Backpack. Oh, I didn't actually want to leave that in there. That was the wrong place. I do want that to go in there, though. So I want those to be like that. And then in here for now, I want that to go... No, no, that was incorrect. I want that to go there. I want that to go there. And I want that to go there. Right. Oh, and the blood thing. The blood thing can start processing blood so that next time we come back here, we've got some bits going on. Okay, that's cool. So we've still not quite got a roof, but being we've just seen a sandstorm, we should have a little bit of time. So what I could do with doing... I could actually do with doing going back to our old base. And I'm going to... I'm going to go and abandon the base, and I'm going to take what resources I can out of it. Sis Dune, it was a cool game. How'd you like the game so far? I am really enjoying it. I will be, when this is fully released, I will definitely be playing it. When it is full released, I'm going to do a playthrough that's much more focused on, like, following, like, the story and the lore and all that kind of stuff. Very nervous about this worm being here. A little bit scared of that worm. But to be fair, he's going away. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh my god. Okay. Is this multiplayer? Yes. Yeah, it is multiplayer. The way the game is set up, I think we're okay. We should be okay. We should be okay. We're nearly at rock. Oh no! Oh, there he is. There he is. It's all right. It's all right. We're at rock. We're at rock. He was right there. He was right. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're safe, people. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe because I can hear him rumbling. But we're safe. We're safe. So I just crashed into rocks. Yes, this is multiplayer. The way the game is set up is when you're in the story area, the story area is like 99% PvE. So you can do the story, you can build a base, you can do all those kind of things. Like, you can get on with your building base, mining resources, making equipment in a PvP environment. There is a couple of small spots on this map where there is PvP, but they're very small spots. And then when you want to go and do PvP, you essentially go to a completely separate part of the map, which is in its... Okay, I feel like the worm's getting way too close. I'm not in... These worms are screwing with me. When you want to do PvP, you go to a whole separate place. On the story server, so the PvE server, there's a limited amount of players. And that's purposeful to make the place feel empty. And so I think, as far as I'm aware, it's limited to 40, but I've heard some people say 60 and I've heard some people say 100. So the map I'm on will have a limited amount of players, and the idea is to make it feel like an empty desert. And so you're on little shards. So from an infrastructure point, from a server infrastructure point of view, you're on lots of little server shards that are all the same map, but just spread out player base. There's then a main server, which is where you travel to, and that's where you'll do things like PvP, or you'll go to one of the major houses' cities, and all the people from those shards can meet at those places. So your little shard is quite quiet, but when you go to civilization towards PvP and stuff, there's hundreds of players. And so that's the way that they're aiming to do that. Okay, so we don't really need to leave this water here either. So I'm going to drink. I'm going to fill up my water bottle. My guy, what are you doing? What, these people, these guys are trying to mess with my calm. I think I'm actually going to leave. I'll take that with me. But I think I'm actually going to leave some of these bits here. Essentially, once I get rid of this fife, I'm going to open up the base a bit. So all like the, if there's bits of spare equipment and stuff, it can stay here. The only stuff that I'm super interested in is the water and some of the granite. It's all I'm super interested in. I'm also going to take some of these out as well because we need those in the new base. Some of this stuff is copper as well, so I am curious. I'm keen to take a bit of this with me. Okay, so there's some water there, so if anyone does come along, then they might be able to get some water out of this thing. So what I'm going to do now is, although now I've said this, I'm thinking about maybe... Hello, worm. Right. Okay. I'm going to get rid of these doors. So people can take shelter in here if they, trying to get away from the storms. Then there's a bit of water over there. And I am now going to abandon this base. Oops. Oh, hello. Someone is having a bad time over there. For this open beta weekend, we don't get to see any of the PvP because it's further into the game, so we don't see any of that stuff. So we're just in PvE areas. Though, funnily enough, because you dress and look the same, as a lot of the NPCs that you encounter, there's been people who've tried to stab me and shoot me. And then I think eventually when they've realised it doesn't work, they've realised that I'm actually a player. Which has been kind of funny. I have also thrown some shots at people too. So I can't claim to be completely blameless in this regard. But I think that's going to be really interesting when we get into PvP. Because when you do get into PvP, the players don't have name tags over them. So I feel like you might end up seeing like clans or guilds potentially almost like wearing specific gear like a uniform, just so they don't end up shooting each other. I don't know what the deal is with friendly fire, because I've not seen enough PvP to know what happens with the friendly fire. Oh, my inventory is food. Can you go in there for now? Because we need a load of granite to finish off the base. Hello, Mana. How are you doing? How's it going? I very much want to get this base finished. Well, I need to at least get the shell of the base finished before the end of this stream today. I don't really know how long I'm streaming right now. I'm essentially streaming this right now because I'd want to be playing it, so I might as well stream it. We are going to start needing some iron soon, so let's do that. Let's start gathering that. Where's my bike? There's my bike. People are having a bit of a scrap over there. Good for them. I am not in the mood for scrapping right now, so I'm going to go this way. Ooh, was that 2 nodes of... I think that was 2 nodes of granite. It was 2 nodes of granite. Fantastico. Oops. Let's do that. Give me more of you. Now, the iron is a bit more complicated to refine than the copper, because we need water. We need water to be able to refine iron. So our water consumption is going to increase significantly. I need you to not put that spotlight on me, otherwise I'm in trouble. So I'm gonna try and... Oh, I went across drum sand! Oh no! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There was no worms nearby. So there's certain areas of the sand which have different conditions. So there's like quicksand, which we all know quicksand you go into and you sink if you go on the quicksand. There's also drum sand, which I don't know exactly what drum sand is. I don't know if it's a thing in real life or not, but the drum sand, if you try and walk on it, it makes a lot more noise than normal, and so attracts the worms a lot quicker. I don't know if there's a real life equivalent to it. I'm going to deposit some water there. Can you colour your bike? Would be easy to find a bright neon colour. You can colour your bike, but you have to collect colour patterns. So you can't... well, up until this point, you don't have a... You can't, like, individually choose colours, but you can find colour palettes that you can apply to your bike. In fact, I can probably show you if I've got... I have. I have my vehicle tool. Okay, so my bike, which I appreciate it's night time. It's coming into night time, so I'm going to try and give it as much light as possible. Let's put this here. In fact, I can create some more light. If I just put this here, there we go, and then we just do, just so it's a bit easier to see on the screen. Wait, no, this needs to be like a photo shoot. We need more appropriate lights. More appropriate lights? Lighting. Okay. Oh, I'm out of metal. I haven't got enough metal. This is all the appropriate lighting I could do for you right now. So, when you're on Customize, when you're on customize, there's the option of variants, which is something I don't think we'll see in the open beta. That's just where you can actually have different, almost like not quite a different skin, kind of a different model of a sand bike is the variant, whereas the swatches, which for some reason my swatches are empty. Wait, my swatch. Oh, there we go. That's just a spaceship crashing. Don't worry about that. In fact, I think it's that. Spaceship right there. So swatches, I'll take myself out of the way. So the swatches are down here. At the moment, this bike is on default. And then at the moment, I have two to choose from. I have the Chome and I have the Mauler, which you can then apply. So like I could apply to that wheel, the Chome, and then I could apply to the back wheel, the Mauler, and then I could apply to the main chassis. I could do that one, and then to the thing on the back I could do that. So you can mix and match swatches once you've got them. You can mix and match them once you've got them, but you don't have like a very specific. I would love to go and get that. How empty is my inventory now? I'm gonna try. So when spaceships crash, they have good stuff in them. Fresh loot, if you will. But you have to be able to get at it. And getting at it attracts the worms. So you gotta be a little bit sneaky. Sneaky. So yeah, so in terms of the colour, so in terms of the way you can colour things, and you can do the same thing with your outfit as well. So you can apply the same colour schemes to your outfit. So I would imagine in PvP... Going for someone else, but nervously, that means that there is someone very nearby. Have I got my... I have. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Okay, we're gonna try. There's a couple of points on this wreck that you can get loot from. One of them is very easy. The other two are a little bit more complicated. So, I'm not gonna... Wait, no. Oh no, it's bugged out! No, it's bugged out. Oh god, is the other one bugged out? Okay. The worm's not launched yet. We're okay. That's not for me. There we go. Okay, there's some loot. Can I come back to this one? Are you going to let me... There we go. Okay, time to leave. I would love to try and get the other location, but it's in a bit of a... The other side of the ship's quite high right now, so it would be a bit tricky. To actually get the other location for loot. But yeah, so we just got a load of loot off that dude. We actually got some spice sand. We got some spice sand out of that. We got the calibrated cervix, the complex machinery, we got some irradiated slag, we got some off-world medical supplies, we also got a battery pack. So good loot, and we also got some ship manifests as well. A lot of this stuff is used in crafting, and a lot of this stuff you can't get. Like, we can't manufacture on Arrakis. They talked about this earlier in the game. Part of the story was they were talking about it. You can't get some of this stuff, or you can't like manufacture. You won't have a fabricator that can make some of these things. You have to get them from salvage. So those crashed wrecks are very important. While I'm here, I'm going to grab that granite because, you know, I need granite. I need granite to make my base. And then going back to the other thing you were saying, Mana. Yeah, so the way the mining works is you could just mine this rock. You don't get very much from it. But if you scan it first, it kind of says, here's a weak point, which if you follow the weak point, it gives you more resource from the thing. But whereas I can probably show you with, so like this one will be really difficult for me to find the line, but I can still mine it, and then it's going to give me, it's given me 17 because I didn't do the scanning, whereas when I did the scanning I think it gives me 86, so it's absolutely worth doing the scanning. So yeah, so the mining, can you call it a mini game? It's kind of a mini game, isn't it? The different types of resources, you get different amounts from the different types of resources. So if I scan this now, I got 70 from that. But 70 is obviously a lot more than 17. If you're playing this game, and you're like, I want to be able to level up, but I don't want to have to keep on going and fighting everyone, I'm not interested in fighting everyone who exists, you do gain experience from gathering resources, and I think you gain some, I can't remember if you gain some experience from crafting as well, but you definitely gain it from gathering resources, so in theory you could be a completely like dedicated PvE player. You don't have to go around shooting everything. Easier if you do, but you don't have to. That looks terrible. Right, let's fix that. Cool. Thank you. Okay. And yeah, agreed. It doesn't really take much longer to scan. So I would always be definitely scan. Right, I've got that copper there. These need to go somewhere else. This is not acceptable. Where did I put all that iron? Oh, did I put the iron in another box? It's there. The iron is there. The iron should not be there. Right, then we got a load of good gubs. All the good gubs. We require... In fact, actually, wait, no, we've done the moving on stuff. I can unlock everything. Oh! We have the Dew Reaper. Very nice for gathering. Very nice for gathering waters. We can have bigger storage, big fan. We can have a repair station, useful. Where is, though, the thing? I want the better blood. Better blood purifier. Definitely want the better blood purifier. Can have bigger bags for blood. So even though we've got the Dew Reaper now, which allows us to gather water from the plants at dawn, not all day, you can only do it at dawn. Otherwise the water evaporates off the plants. But we're still going to need the blood. We've not got away from blood. I also would like that gun, because that is useful for shielded targets. And we can have our own shield now, so that's great. Then I'm going to grab that. This, at the moment, though, we're not going to immediately be able to build all these things, because unfortunately, most of these things are locked behind iron, which I have not started processing iron here yet. So, whoopsie-day, not B. Refineries, nope. refineries, which I will, I think for now, I'm going to put them, I'm going to put the refinery over here. And this is where it's going to go. This is where it's going to live. I may even have two. Not right now, but I might end up with two. So yeah, so refining copper just requires copper to refine copper, but iron requires water, and we do not have a lot of water. So one of the other things I need to do, because the water storage obviously did not come with us, I'm gonna just pop it in this corner for now. We do get to build bigger water storage later, but for the moment, water storage can just go there. And we're now storing more water, and I'm going to process as much iron as I can. So initially, processing iron is going to be really slow because we're reliant on the water. How much do I have on me? I do. Okay, so everything that's in storage I can use for iron right now, and that'll be great. I would like to finish having a roof. That would be very pleasant. So I did go and get some more. Did go get some more granite. Seal this place in. And I'll keep this. I'll keep this way. I like windows. I like windows, so we're going to make windows. How is the crafting in UI? I like... okay. Again, it's one of these things I can't get into super details. I like the UI, but there is a solid chance that could be because I've been using it for a while. So yeah, I think the UI's a good one. I think it works well. So like the building that I'm doing here, all your crafting pieces, essentially I just press R. R brings up the build menu, and then I can just click between the different pieces that I need. And so there are all the building pieces. This is one building set. This is one building type set. There's a whole other building set here. And there's more building sets you can pick up. Furniture is in its own category, which at the moment I don't really have furniture. It's just not something I've picked up. And then there's a whole separate tab, which then splits into the different crafting that you do. So the building UI, I think is pretty good. I think the building UI is pretty good for this. In terms of the research UI, so when you're unlocking new stuff, you can either look at the recommended. So the game kind of goes, these are the kind of things you should be unlocking right now based on your level and where you are. So you got this tab that kind of does that. Or if you're looking for something specific, this is all to do with water. This is all to do with combat, construction, exploration, vehicles, and then unique blueprints. So that's either research stuff. I think that UI is pretty good in the way it's laid out. Skills, again, you know, it's all split into which different discipline you're looking at. And then just underneath me is where you actually, these are my active abilities. So I know how to do more things than this, but I can pick and choose which ones I actually want to use by just dragging them down. So that's pretty good. The journey one, so this is the questing system. The questing system is about the only one I get a little bit lost in. But I think that's just because there's so many quests to do. There's so many quests to do that's about the only reason I potentially get lost in. These are like the story. This is all the story stuff. Then you can pick up individual contracts as you travel around. Sometimes it gets a little bit complex, but whenever this gets a little bit complex, I literally just kind of go, cool. I just need to go and specifically do some quests just to clear the board a bit. The map's nice. The map, I mean, this is the starting area. This is where we did all the starting. There's a legend, which you could just click, that is just behind me. If you click the legend, this explains what everything on the map means. So if you're ever seeing a symbol and you're a little bit lost by it, you can just go on here and click on that, so that's nice. Not had to use the social tab much, but there's the social tab. So that's that, yeah. The communet, so this thing is kind of like telling you how you're dying, potentially. I've not used the communet much, but... Oh, the radio is working! Oh, maybe it's not. Okay, so when the game goes live, there's going to be radio stations you can listen to that do different things. So you can see, like, here, like, this is like giving you tips and survival and stuff. There's an Atreides one, a Harkonnen one. So, or you can just listen to none if you don't want to. So there will be radio stations you can listen to while you're traveling around the world. There is a guild system, though, again, because I've not used a lot of this, I've not really needed to get into it. I was explaining the Landsrat before. When you have a guild, you can align the guild to one of the major houses, and that impacts a whole different set of quests that you can do with the Landsrat to gain favour with them and gain unique equipment. So yeah, I think the UI is pretty good. I like the UI, but as I say, I do feel like I need to say it might just be because I've been using it for a while that I'm just used to it, but I think the UI is good. Do you upgrade workstations or make new better ones and then discard the old one? You make new better ones and discard the old one. Yeah. Now, I'm not planning on coming in and out of here. Like, this is not what I want the entrance to be, but I think I'm going to have a back door to my facility. Just in case. There's another spice bloom. All the way over there, so if we went over there, there'd be some spice in the sand that we could collect. Oops. Okay, we've got a bit of a perimeter. Now, I don't necessarily need anything hugely massive over this. Dum, 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 dum. Hopefully, just look how much granite I've got. Hopefully I can at least finish the roof on this run. But I still want to do some more decoration just to make this place look nicer. Oh, someone has upset the worm. Everybody heard about the worm. Let's do that, and then is this coming to... Yeah, I've got that the right way around. That's the wrong piece. Nicely, when you're building, like in terms of like the foundations and the walls and stuff, if you demolish them, you get 100% resources back. not the case with everything, but it's nice that with the foundations and walls, if you do kind of mess up, you can just like take them apart and start again without without having to mine a load of extra stuff. Okay, and then let's put a roof. And, oh, I'm out of granite. Okay, we got close. We got close, but... Oh, no, there's some more granite there. Wait, there was more granite in the bike. We might be okay. We might be at least able to get a roof on this thing, which, when the next sandstorm turns up, we'll be safe. We'll be safe. There we go. Okay, the beginning. The beginning of the base is here. Now to fill it with cool things. Cool. Cool. In terms of how big you can make a base, this thing is the advanced building site. I've used almost all of it. There is a height limit to it, and there is obviously these sides to it, but you can kind of see, that we could have gone up probably another 2 floors and put a roof on it. You do get the option of buying extenders, so you can go horizontally or you can go vertically. There is a limit. There is a limit to how much you can extend your base, but you can make it bigger than this. You can make a much bigger base than this. But you know, if you're doing that kind of stuff, you don't need to. There is absolutely no need to. I would, because I like building, but yeah, you don't super need to. Like, essentially, I could probably fit everything I need into this floor space, so everything else is just making stuff look nice, rather than essential. Right, where are we up to with this iron? How are we doing with the iron? We have 41 iron. Have I got any more iron I can process? I've got 2. That might be critical. That might be critical. So yeah, in answer to your question of, here is the blood purifier. We have researched a new blood purifier, which hopefully I have the pieces for. What am I missing? Oh, I need silicon. Oh, and the game... Hold on. The game might have bugged out. It's not recognizing... Oh, that's... Wait. In a day? That's really unfortunate. Because the place you need to go and pay your taxes, we can't get to. Okay. Why does this storage think I'm not here? Oh no, there we go.
And the battlements repelled the invaders.
Storage can see me, so I still need silicon. So I can't actually do everything I need to do yet, because I need silicon blocks. Barely. Hello, Barely. How you doing? How's it going? Oh, it's so, it's so lovely to type this name again. There we go. Watch me. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, I can't type in chat. For some reason, OBS has gone, hey, do you want to create an account? No, I don't, chat. No, I want to type in chat. Wait. Okay. It was so lovely, me typing that name, that chat decided I wasn't allowed to do it. We'll do it that way. We'll do it a different way. Stupid OBS. Stupid OBS. Anyway, how was Stellaris? Did you have a good time? Were you playing, because they've just had like some kind of an update, haven't they? I kind of know they've had an update, but not necessarily not necessarily what's gone into that update. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Very kind of you, very kind. I'm having a delightful time building on Dune. And I'm doing the thing that I love to do, which is building stupidly excessively large bases, which I don't need. And there's a worm making a lot of noise over there, so that was a little bit rude because we've got a raid going on. You know, I'm trying to talk to people. The worms don't care. The worms do not care at all. But yeah, indeed. Poetic Wine. We're still not sure if this is barely or AI barely. As he was talking about thinking. I don't like the sound of that. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Thinking leads to questions. Questions lead to awkward situations. Awkward situations lead to suffering, or something along those lines. Do not approve. Do not approve at all. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to chuck things in this chest for now, because I kind of need to get out and do stuff. So let's put all of that there. That can go there. Oh no, where did I put... Oh, I put these. Okay, this is all in the bike. This needs to not be in the bike. This needs to be in my backpack. I thought I was putting it in my backpack, but it turns out I was putting it here. Alright, let's grab that. Grab that. Then... There we go. All my blood bags, because I need to go and get some blood. We're a little bit low on blood, so we're going to go and take it from some people. Because it turns out, knowledge for everyone, that people are full of blood. And if you jab them with a needle, it becomes your blood. And so that's our goal. That's our goal right now. We're going to go and do that. We're going to go and get some blood. Right, so where does the game want me to go right now? Nowhere super specific, actually, so let's drag this around and let's head off in this direction, and we're going to go stab some people in the face. But I hope it was a good stream. I do. I would have watched the stream, but I'm doing a very weird thing and I'm streaming on a Saturday, which I wouldn't normally do. So, yeah, I hope it was good. Oh, there's some iron there. Iron is not blood. I mean, there is iron in blood, but that's not what I need right now. I need to be... I wanted to go up here. I didn't really want to leave... I'll tell you what. There's solutions. There's solutions. We're in technology space, so I can just put my bike in my pocket. It's all right. I can put my bike in my pocket, and it'll all be good. And then I'm gonna whip out my grappling hook. I'm gonna go up here, and hopefully we're not gonna die, because I am fighting people who are a little bit harder than me. I think. I don't really know. We're gonna find out. It's exciting. It's exciting. Hello? Nope. No one there. Are you a person? You're a... Oh, you're a heavy. You're not just a person. Yep. I instantly regret my decision. I regret it. I'm a friend. I'm a friend. I just... Would you care to donate some blood to me? Wait, can I get close to you? Where are... Secrets. Secrets. Hi. Oh, no, no. Someone's got a grenade. I regret. I regret. Run away. Run away. Look at this. This must be bulletproof. I guarantee it's bulletproof. Let's put some bandages on those bullet wounds. That'll save everything. That's a grenade. Okay, guys. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about this? I don't... Nope, 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 nope. It's alright. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We got a little bit of blood from that guy, but there is the opportunity to get a lot more from him. Is that a person? That looked like a person. There's a person. Right, you. Okay, look. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take you down one at a time. Okay. Please don't. Okay, that's a grenade again. Too many grenades. Too many grenades. Before anyone else turns up, let's stick you with a needle. Straight in your bum. There you go. Take that blood. Take this blood. And then we're going to go. Sorry, that got a little bit hectic there. Chat, hi. This is Dune Awakening. This is the open beta weekend. And I am trying not to die. Hello, friends. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop a turret. Yeah. Yeah, turret is friend. Turret is friend. Nice, nice. Good turret. Friendly turret. They are generous blood donors. So far, each of them has donated over 500 millilitres of blood. For the donation of 500 millilitres of blood per month, you too can keep a scavenger alive in the deserts of Arrakis. Just text 555 555 blood, and you too can donate blood to a starving scavenger trying to find his way through spice dreams. Where do we... What's up here? Whee! Hello. Noisy. Noisy. Going and... Wait, was that a person? No. Oh, that's a person, though. Alright, fine. We'll have a little fight. I've got a knife.
That's not a knife.
Ah, okay, that's rude. 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 The slow knife. The slow knife deals death. Okay, you, sir, with your gun. Unnecessary. I'm going to stab you too. I think that's everyone. That might be everyone who's dead now. I can collect my blood in peace. Oh dear. Okay, I can't get the blood out of that person. They've fallen inside a wall, and as we all know, falling inside a wall is the ultimate armor for stopping blood donation. It's very very unfortunate. Whee. Okay. Any loot? Do you have loots? Ooh, intel. I will take it. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Just come here. Come here. Shush, 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 shush. It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon. Right, behind the pillar. Stop shooting. You're wasting ammunition. Look. That's how you do it. There we go. My blood bags are actually full, so I can't take any more donations from these people. So I just need to collect the loot and leave. And then we're good. And then we're going to go back to the base. Oh, there was loot. There we are. Is there anything on the roof? People? Not people? Not people. Oh, I think you actually asked before, Manna. Was there a better way of collecting water? At the beginning, no. Because we're scavengers, we scavenge blood. Then eventually we scavenge water from plants. When we get more advanced, we start being able to build wind traps. So very Dune. Very Dune. We will start building wind traps. These are wind traps. These are obviously a bit wrecked. Be nice if I could drag these back to my base, but I can't. So eventually there are other ways to gather water, but we are but lowly, humble servants who apparently want to dance on poles. So yeah, we don't get to do wind traps yet. I don't actually know if we'll get to do them this weekend, because this is locked to only doing the Iron Age, and I think wind traps take steel, off the top of my head. That's just a worm in the background for anyone who thinks that that's just my stomach. That is actually just a worm hanging around, wandering. Let's grab some ores. Oh look, they've not got a roof on their base. Amateur hour. Absolute amateur hour. There we go. Oh no, I put my bike away, didn't I? Put my bike in my pocket. So now I can, there we go. Bike. Technology is amazing. Oh, shoot. Driving into things. I would like to collect this iron, please. Respectfully. Oh my god. Okay. That was terrible. That was embarrassing. Off we go. All that technology, you can't make steel. Well, no, we just haven't got to the... Okay, we're just going to try and slink past them, because I don't want to have to fight them right now. I am very pleased to hear everyone who's donated blood. Congratulations, you are heroes. Heroes. All that technology can't make steel. So we will be able to make steel in the full release of the game, but the open beta, we are locked into doing up to iron. So we can only process iron. So we can't actually get to all the locations we would need to get to be able to make steel. Wait, is there more? That? More of that. Good, good, good. Don't need to process any more of those. The blood. I'm going to deposit some blood for processing. Unfortunately, my processing facilities are a little bit lacking right now, and I can't process as much as I would like to. I need to go and collect some sandflower is what I need to go and do next. Once I put these things away. I don't think I have enough. I need more storage, which is good because I learnt a blueprint for bigger storage. So let's whack that. Oh, does it fit there? That would please me no end if I could. No, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Okay. You can go there for now. And for now, I'm just going to chuck everything in there so I can get out again. So, I need to go collect some flower sand, which is going to be unbelievably painful. Because I'm going to have to do it by hand. Or... Oh, wait, no. If I just go do the second trial... Yeah. Right, let's go do a bit of story. We're going to go a little smidgen of story, so that we can unlock some of the tech. Vehicle mining, fuel usage. I'll take a point in fuel usage, thank you. And can I improve the turret? Oh, I can, but I have to get to the next level of Mentat, so I can't. But it'll happen later. Right, so I need to go and do the second trial, which I think I'm in a position to do right now. I have ammunition. Yeah. Wait. Should I upgrade? I can't make that thing. I can't make the expanded blood. But I can. I'm going to chuck this here. So this is the fabricator. Then with the fabricator, I can make a level 2 power pack. That's nice. I can make a blood extractor. I can make... How big is a little blood pack? 3,000. 4. That's 8, but it holds 9,000. So if I just make 2 of them, the weight in my inventory will balance out. That'll be okay. I really want to make this disruptor because they're really good against shields. But that needs silicon as well. So that's another thing that needs flower sand. So I need to resolve that. Okay, there's my new blood equipment. And now these do way more, but they hold a lot more. So actually I can, yeah. So if I put all of that in this box for now, we'll worry about organising this box later. For the moment, we're going to go have a spice dream. Because why not? Let's go over here. It's a bit weird that you have all these advanced machines and motorcycles and structures that can't do steel. Oh wait, so we've got... The way we can make steel. We can make steel. In fact, the refinery has the option to make steel. The thing that's holding us back from doing steel is we can't get to the necessary raw materials to do the steel. So we can get the raw iron, but we can't get the other components which need to be combined with the iron to make steel. We just can't get to it right now. Journey, view location. So we've got those little islands there, then we've got this big island. Little islands, big island. I go this way. Yes, we don't have a carbon source right now. That's what stops us. The carbon is in a territory we can't get to. Oops. And we... Wait. Am I in the wrong place? I'm apparently in the wrong place. Where's the right place? Is that the right place? I have come to the wrong rock. No. Yes. Oh, no. This is it. This is it. I'm in the right spot. We're going to put our bike away, because if a storm turns up, it'll trash the bike if it's left outside. So we're going to take the bike with us for the moment. What? Oh, wait, no. This still isn't the right place. But there's loot. No, this is the right place. Wait, where am I? Is it this way? Oh, maybe it is this way. Maybe this is the right place. It's just hidden. It's like finding a secret bar. It's like finding a secret bar. There we go. Whee. Do. Turn the bodies into charcoal. Alright guys, if you want to tell the devs, the game's coming out in 3 weeks. I don't think the devs are going to change it so that you can turn the bodies into charcoal and use that as your carbon source. I don't think they're going to do that. And the bodies, we do recycle the bodies because we take the water from the bodies and then we drink the water. So we do recycle them a bit. Barely, right now you're here. Excellent. Good that you are here. I have a new follower. on my social media who then immediately wants to send me a message. Right. Okay, we're going to get through the spy stream. For anyone who wasn't here earlier, I am kind of rushing through story bits because when the game fully comes out, I'm going to have to do the story bits again. So, I'm rushing through the story bits for this weekend so that we can just look at the game and how it plays. And then when the game fully comes out, I'm going to take time to listen to all these bits and read all these bits and understand what's going on in the story. But right now, I'm just going to try and rush through it as quick as possible.
Knowledge without action is empty. Be like Haifa.
Give me the stick. Give me the sticky stick.
Our wanderings brought us to Rosek. We were persecuted. Our families burned in the fires of their ignorance. We learned the cost of inaction.
Oh no, I did it wrong. Okay, apparently I touched some
Never
fire
to forget.
somewhere. Which fire touched me? Oh, it must have been this one. I'm sure I can get past that one. I'm sure it's fun. There we go. Can I run? Oh, I can run. I can run. Oh, she immediately stops me from running. Come on. I know what I'm doing. Shut up.
Our work made them more so. We learned the cost of action. Never. It was on Rosek that the Sayadina
So, just
created
very
the
briefly,
poison
the whole
dove.
point of this story is to teach you how to use the compacting tool, and the fact that it has more uses than just harvesting spice. So that's the point of this bit. There's also some lore and backstory as well, but that's the main purpose of this particular bit, is just to teach us how to use this compactor.
The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us Shaitan to force action? And where does action lead?
Oh, shoot. Ah, come on now. It was doing a bit of a... It was keeping me walking. I think it's because she was talking. And so I messed up that jump. I also can't wait here too long, because these things crumble away. Eventually. Oh, what's going on there? Isn't this exciting? I never really look at this thing. Nice. Anyway. Whoop. My grappling hook would make this really easy, but I think that would kind of defeat the purpose of why we're doing this.
And action lead to creation. What is the purpose of thought? To honor the creator.
Okay.
What is the purpose? To honor.
So yeah, so through the game you have a series of spy streams where you're learning more about the Dune and also what you are as well. Normally looking around these type of games gets you killed. It depends. If you don't do it in safe places, yes. Yes, it will. Okay, it's just connecting me back to my server. You're tired. Well, do you know what? Do you know how you can resolve being tired? You can go to bed. You're allowed to go to bed. You are, as a grown-up, if you are tired, you can make the decision to go to bed. Like, essentially, all the things that were punishments when you were a child, as an adult, you get to choose to do as a reward. It's like last night, I was so happy to go to sleep. I was very ready to go to sleep last night. Like I was enjoying playing this, but it was very satisfying to go to bed afterwards. Okay, so this is talking about flower sand. With flower sand we can make silicon blocks, which is just another material. Now unfortunately, to get the initial flower sand that we need, we're probably going to have to go and gather it by hand, because I think we need some of it to actually make the compactor. So we might have to gather some of it by hand, which is going to be a delight. Hi, little cave. We'll open that up. Any chance you've... No, you've not respawned. You've not respawned. I'm going to go out this way. And then we're going to leave. And then we're going to put my bike down, because we're outside now. Not possible to place. I beg your pardon. What do you mean? Why can't I place... Let's do that so far away. I will gather more granite, because I do want to do some more building on the base. So see it as though there is a lot of nodes here. I'm going to mine them. I'm also going to gather these plant fibers as well. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. We'll do that. Where are we at? I don't need any copper right now, so I'm going to leave those two there. We've got a nice little stack of copper back in the base, so I'm kind of good. I'm good with not gathering more copper. Need space for more valuable resources, like granite that lets me build my base. Precious, precious granite. Okay. Now, I don't know. I don't know for certain, but I want to go and check something out. I think. Wait, where do I want to go check this out? Compactor. Okay, so we got the resources for compactor. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Ignore me. I think the recipe has been updated. Ignore me. I don't think the compactor needs flower sand to start it off at all. That's great. Oh, is that the edge of the map? That makes sense. That makes sense. More iron. Iron, glorious iron. Gathering it all. I won't keep on mining. I'll do something far more interesting than just mining. Where's home? Home is over there. That would be a really silly way to get back. That would be a much safer way to get back. But that would be a lot more fun. Hands up who thinks I'm going to get chomped by a worm. If I got chomped by a worm here, this would be pretty disastrous. Because I am not sat on a load of resources. So this would be a bit disastrous to get chomped by a worm. Oh god, the worm sign is already not green. That's not terrifying at all. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Are we good? Nice. Nice. Must have had a bigger fish to fry. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm okay with not being the bigger fish in this game. Hello. Don't know what just happened there. Right. Okay, so I need to make a static compactor so that I can collect some flower sand. I also really need to organize my inventory. My inventory right now is kind of hurting me because I've just been dumping things in boxes. But I would like a proper inventory in the near future. What is here? You can go there. And you... so you see, look, there is steel. Steel is there, just we don't have the carbon right now. We need to get a very pure form of carbon in order to make steel. Right. Right. Have you made the thing? You have. Sweet. Okay, I want you to go there. Then we need to go find some flower sand, because that is currently stopping us from doing all the things we want to do. Now, I think if I go this way, I go west. I think if I head to that flower sand there, so that white sand is what we want. Depending, sometimes you can find flower sand, and sometimes you can find flower sand in like safer locations, but sometimes you gather it in places where the worms can get to. And unsurprisingly, compacting a load of sand together will attract them. I don't know if this is in a safe spot or not. It still seems like we're vibrating.
And the
ground.
battlements repelled the invaders.
No, mercenary, leave me alone. Not the raid. Thank you very much for the raid. The mercenaries nearly just spotted me though. I thought that was going to go horribly wrong. Ends. Oh man. Ends, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Regardless of what your chat says, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you very much for raiding again today. Can we please, like, Pleber's leading the charge, but please can we get some more squatting emotes? It makes me feel like I've come home when I see all the squatting emotes, so if we could have a few more of those, please. Welcome into all of you. Hello, hello. Here is me playing Dune Awakening again. Which is not my usual. This is not my usual streaming schedule, so here we are, and here I am in front of you guys. All the squats. I need more squats. I don't actually know if I've got the. Actually, no. Do you know what? My chat has been screwing with me, so I would love to put more squats in, but each time I try to type things in chat, OBS kind of goes, no, you're not doing that. So I would join you all in the squats, but I can't right now. Hello? I don't think he's coming towards me. I think we're safe. So we're just gonna gather some flower sand, and hopefully the worm is not coming here. But Enz, what were you doing? You were doing Vintage Story. How did Vintage Story go? Have you been having a good time? And yeah, welcome into everyone. I can't remember if I did the speech yesterday. You're supposed to do like a speech, aren't you, when raids come in? So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know who I am from Enz's stream, I am Bearded Squire. I'm a variety streamer. I split my time 50-50 between gaming and artwork. Unsurprisingly, this is gaming. And when I do artwork, do a whole load of science fiction and fantasy stuff. And when I'm doing gaming, I tend to do a lot of survival crafters and city builders. And on the very rare occasion, I also do XCOM games. But I do the real XCOM games, not those pretenders that came in the 2000s. So yeah, hello to you all. Hello, hello. Right. Gather all of the flour so that we can make silicon blocks. This was, fortunately, this was the spot that I was hoping it was, which is safe from the worms. So we can gather this in relative peace. I am going to gather a whole load of this. I'm going to fill all my inventory and the bike's inventory with this, because we're going to need loads of it. And this guy might be about to ruin my day. No, I think he's going away. That sand is a worm patrolling, though. But it's all good. It's all good. I have faith they can't get me. I've got complete faith. Let's grab you. There's that. There's that. More sand. More. The downside to processing this stuff, though, is it's going to take even more water. Water is... Now that we're in the iron stage of the game, just your water consumption increases more and more the more you try and do. But once we've got this processed and we've got some iron processed, we will unlock the ability. Hello? Nope. Nope. Like, I kind of know I'm safe, but I also don't entirely feel safe. I'm doubting my own knowledge of how safe we are here. But yeah, once we've processed some of this and we process some more iron, we're going to unlock some equipment that will allow us to get hold of more water. So that'll be great. He's just over the other side of that ridge. I call him Frank. I've heard some people call him Bob, but I tend to call him Frank. Oh, those mercenaries are leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Okay, how much have I got? How much have we got going on? Oh, actually, the bike is full. That'll do for now. That will do for now. We're going to drink a little snifter of water. And we're going to head back to base. Nice and calm. Nice and calm-like. To be frank, I don't care what you call me. That's fair. That's fair. Not really. I've already salvaged a few of them. I don't really need to salvage another one right now. Okay, we're on safe sand right now. We're about to go on dangerous sand, but that's okay. Oh wait, where is my? Oh, my base is further away than I thought it was. Oh, I'm on drum sand. Okay. Just because people want to see the worm, I'll try and attract it. We're in a relatively safe spot that I can dip onto the rock when needed. Let's see if I can bring a guy out to come say hello. This isn't silly at all. Oh. Oh. No. No. Oh, I'm on safe sand again. Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys. I don't want to disappoint. I want to bring the worm to you guys. Come on, there's my base. So, we're very near the base. Where is this guy? Okay, I can see one of them over there. So the worms in this game actually like exist as entities in the game. They don't just spawn in when people are being stupid on the sand. So there's a solid chance that they're just not showing up here because they're currently trying to eat someone else. Hopefully we can get some... I mean, I'm on drum sand as well. Come on now. This should be like ringing the dinner bell, being on the drum sand. Okay, I feel bad now. I promised people a worm. And he's off eating someone else. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello. Right, now I need to not die. Now I need to not die. Where is he? Oh, no. I've got onto safe sand again. No. No. Oh, no. I kind of fluffed that. We didn't get to see him up close. But there he was. He's now gone off to try and eat someone else. The worms that we see here are juveniles, which is a pleasant thought. There are much larger worms elsewhere in the game. Oh, I keep forgetting to do it. I can just do this. Even though I know it's here, I always forget. Right. So can you ride worms eventually? So what the devs have said about riding the worms is it is not in the game right now. And it won't, and they have implied it won't be in the game at release. But they haven't discounted, like, they want to do it. They would like to, like, from what they've said. Oh, have I put it in the bike again? What a twerp. It's the only problem with jumping between inventories. Yeah, it's not in the game. They are trying to work out a way to put it in the game. Because with how big the worms are, if you started giving everyone the ability to ride the worms, and keeping in mind that they are large entities, you know, like the worms are longer. Like if I go outside, in terms of length, the worms are probably about 3 times the length of this base. They're probably about 3 times the length of this base, and they've got a bit of girth to them. So, and that's the juveniles. There are much bigger worms in the game. Just we haven't seen them yet, but the devs have kind of said there's bigger worms in the game. So there's adults. So like the ones, if you've watched the up-to-date, if you watch the up-to-date movies, the more recent movies of Dune, those worms are the adults in this game, from what the devs have said. So like the ones we just saw then were just the babies. So yeah, worm riding, they haven't worked out how it would be practical to do it in the game, but they would like to do it. So there you are. I believe they did something similar in Conan Exiles, which is same devs who made Conan Exiles. So I believe there was some kind of like large creatures you could ride in that. So they have an idea of how to do it. They just don't know how practical it would be in this, especially once everyone gets worms to ride. But yeah. And Cooper, a brief summary of this game. So this game is a story-driven survival crafter. It kind of has the title of an MMO, and in most areas it ticks the box of being an MMO. but there's a couple that it doesn't, and so I do know some people are very vocal about saying it's not an MMO. It's very playable as a single player, but you can have a lot of fun playing with your mates, so, you know, creating a guild or whatever. And so the idea is that you're going around Arrakis and you're exploring the story, collecting and refining materials, building equipment, so yes, that's the area we're in right now. In terms of the storyline, the story for this game is that Paul Atreides, who is the main character from the first book, for anyone who's not read the books, Paul Atreides is using the spice to look through time, and he is looking at the different like potential futures and what the result would be. Because for anyone who's not followed Dune, a lot of what is going on in Dune is people trying to guide humanity to their best result. And so what Paul is doing is he's trying to look at the different avenues that humanity could go to see what is the best result. The story for this game is him having a spice dream where he is looking at a future where he was never born, and would that have been a better result than him being born. So in this story, Paul was never born, and some of the knock-on effects of that were the House Atreides wasn't wiped out. And what this means is that Dune, so the planet Arrakis, has been essentially plunged into a war where no one controls Arrakis. And so the major houses are vying for control. The Emperor has had to come in and deploy the Sardaukar, who are his elite troops, to ensure that the spice harvest on Arrakis carries on. The Fremen have officially been wiped out, but for anyone who's familiar with the Dune story, the idea of wiping out the Fremen would be pretty difficult, but officially they've been wiped out according to what the Emperor is saying. Whether we find out they've just gone hiding somewhere else on Arrakis is, I would imagine that's probably where it's going to go, because there's such a critical point to the Dune universe that I would be amazed if they actually killed them off properly. So it's an alternative history to the books and movies, which gives them a little bit of leeway to kind of do what they want to do. But from everything I've seen so far, they've not gone too off-piste in terms of doing their own history. And then beyond that, maybe it might be easier if you've got any questions that I can possibly answer outside of that. In terms of who you are, sorry, that's probably a good bit to add as well, isn't it? In terms of who you are an escaped prisoner who someone else has had a spice vision, and they believe that you are someone special. So they freed you from a prison transport, and so far in the story, it's been a lot of us just trying to survive and work out why this person thinks we're special. We're relatively early into the game, so we've not learned much about where that is and where that's going. But yeah, so it's an alternative history to Dune, which is giving us the opportunity to be the main character, essentially. What else would be... So I said kind of like, yeah, if you played Conan Exiles, you'll be familiar with some of the game mechanics. I haven't played Conan Exiles, so I don't know exactly how similar they are, but I've seen people say that they've got similar game mechanics. In terms of like, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some building. The building mechanics in this remind me a lot of Rust. A lot of this game reminds me of Rust, but obviously in the Dune universe, which I think is pretty funky. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. But everyone gets to be their own main character at the same time in the shared universe. Exactly. Yes. But depending how good you are, maybe you're the one proving that you are the main character. The way... oh, actually, probably, yeah. Another important bit to probably point out is the way the servers are laid out. There is PvE and PvP. The PvP is... I'd probably say heavily segregated from the PvE. It's on a completely different map. So it's a bit like... It's a bit like, say, like World of Warcraft Battlegrounds. You have to go to a completely different place to do PvP. So if PvP is not your bag, it's cool. It's very easy to avoid it.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay. Sandstorms do whip across the map, and if you stay out... Oh, there's the sandstorm. If you stay out in the sandstorm, it will kill you. You will die if you stay in this sandstorm, but that's all right because I've built this massive house, so I'll be perfectly safe. I'm gonna carry on building just for a little bit longer though, because I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel who just loves the thrill of watching that sandstorm roll in. Lovely, lovely. And also, so far, I think it's quite a nice game to look at. I've been quite pleased with the graphics. Wait, are you actually coming over the top of me? Oh, I think we're probably just going to catch the edge. So yeah, oh look, there you go. Well, that's not terrifying at all.
Sector weather alert.
Okay.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
There we go. We're indoors. Calm down. Oh. That's a spaceship. So there is a fight going on in orbit right now, and every now and then spaceships crash from orbit. That's what that sound was. Oh, the sandstorm's here. Should close the door. The door's closed. It's fine. The door's closed. We're all good. But the sand, I hate sand. It gets everywhere. I think that's it passed. Nice. Now I'm curious, do I get to see where... Oh, there it is. Ooh, I think that one's going to crash. Oh. Rude. No, I'm stuck in the door. Oh, no. I'm stuck in the door. I want to go get some loot. I have space. I'm going to go and try and get some loot off that crashed spaceship. Let's see if we can do that. Ooh, no, because the door... Please work, door. Really killing my vibe. Okay. Nicely, that has landed in the same spot as the other one. So this has been a good location for a base, because it looks like we're very close to spaceship crashing territory. Now, hopefully, Frank is not here. He was eating someone else before, but he might have finished with them. So now that we're on the sand, we're causing noise on the sand, and that is a bit risky, because the worms will want to come and eat us. I'm going to get that. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. Oh, no. Come on. Sweet. Sweet. Again, there is another spot. There is another spot to kind of harvest off this ship, but because of the ship's on a bit of a slope, it's a bit tricky to get it from that spot. So I'm going to leave it. We've got loot. We've got loot. Loot is good. I'm happy with some easy loot. Oh, there's Frank. going somewhere else, though. It's not coming towards me. Which suits me fine. There's nothing in there. We got some more spice sand out of that. So we can process spice sand into spice melange. We got a few bits that we've not seen before, so that's cool. We got some more off-world medical supplies, very useful. And we found some boots. We found a unique blueprint. I'm going to learn the blueprint. I don't know if we're going to make them, but I'll learn the blueprint. But that's there. That's there if we ever choose to. I need better... Oh, wait, I didn't... What a twerp. I've not been processing the sand. That sand I went to go and harvest. I didn't set up a way to refine it. And so we've not got any of that sand that I've been waiting on. I was just enjoying talking too much. Right, let's slap that down. Silicon blocks. I'm going to... That's all our water. That's all our water gone, but hopefully... Hopefully... we should have enough iron to make the new equipment that we need. Right. Because we need more water. Which we might need to go stab some people. That might need to be a thing. How quickly are you making blocks? We have 2 blocks. What do I need to make a... Oh, I've got 3. I can nearly make this thing. This is going to be life-changing. As soon as we've processed another block, which will happen any minute. There we go. Right, so this thing, in the early morning, the plants have dew on them. And we can collect that. And that's just automatically pure water that we can use rather than processing the blood. But you have to collect it at first thing in the morning. If you go during the day, it's already evaporated off. So... do those. We're probably not going to need the compactor for a bit. And then, it is... If actually, we're just going through a night cycle, so we might have an opportunity to go and use that straight away. We should get extra iron from the blood. It would be awesome if we could take every last bit of resource from the bodies. But they only allow us to take the blood. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more iron, and then okay, if I go up this hill, hopefully we'll come across some plants. So I'm actually going to bypass this iron because the iron's not going to disappear. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we can see that these plants have got some dew on them because they've got the little bits of dew. So let's chuck these. Get these in the bottle. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, I need to make another water container. That's a very good point. Oh, no. Okay, or I'm going to flip my bike. One of the two. I need to make another water container. I can't take full advantage of all these plants that are near us. But what I can do just briefly is... we can deposit the water. I have no blood to deposit. And then if I mate... See, this is why I bought those blueprints, for anyone who was here earlier on. That's why I bought a bunch of these, because it's pretty useful to be able to carry some multiple water flasks. I just don't know if I'm going to make them quick enough before the stuff evaporates. But we're going to try. I am probably going to wrap up stream at about 11, so that's in about 20 minutes from now. And then I'm not sure. I'm undecided right now about whether I'm going to stream tomorrow. Like, it has been fun doing all the extra streams this weekend. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Though the only downside is, like, I'm saying this now, I'm very clearly going to stream tomorrow. Because this beta is only open for the weekend. I mean, it's open on Monday for a bit, but on Monday I want to get back to the art streams. Okay, it's a little bit more. And we've only just started building this base. I kind of want to just, like, make a nice base before the end of the weekend. Just to kind of show off a little bit that you can be a bit creative with the building system. But if I do stream tomorrow, maybe what I'll do is if I stream tomorrow, I might start in the morning and then maybe finish mid-afternoon. That might be how I do it. Where are we going? Okay, there's more plants here, but I've already filled these water bottles. Okay, this is good. This is good. Because it means I can just fill myself up. I am the fourth water bottle. Just fill myself with water. Then fill the water bottles with water. And then the still suit will fill with water. It's going to be a great time. Water everywhere. Right, in fact, so much so, we have started spilling water. I think it's safe to say we've got enough now. So now I need to go mine some iron, so I can then refine some more iron. There was another node. Tell you what, we'll have a little explore up here, see what's up this passage. We do have headlights on this thing. I don't necessarily know how much the headlights help in terms of actually being able to see things, but just in case anyone's thinking this game is very dark, we do have headlights. I could actually kill some people for some blood. Where are we going? I see no iron. So if I go off this centre island, we'll find some more on one of the smaller islands. Hello, Ambro. I am wrapping up in the near future. I think there has been enough. I think there has been enough Dune for today. But I was just talking about whether there would be some tomorrow. There might be a bit tomorrow. But I also want to make sure I get on with some other things as well. Ooh, wait, why did that not go... There we go. Okay, this guy... If his searchlight touches me, they kind of launch an EMP, and then they send some people to try and kill me. So it's probably best if I don't get caught by them. Which is a shame, because they're really hampering my mining. Oh, is he turning? He is, he's turning. Okay. Apparently I'm being really successful in walking into his patrol route. Okay, if I go this way, I should be able to get out of his patrol route. Oh, there's two... No, right, okay. Quickly. Quickly. Quickly, quickly. Oops. Can we go? No. Oh god, am I going? Okay, where are you patrolling? Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I just want to mine some iron. Okay, I think I'm out of his... Oh god, no, maybe not, nearly. I just need to be over here. I just want some iron, old buddy, old pal. Okay, look, I'm going to go this way. You stay over there. And never the two shall meet. Right. Wait. Done. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's kill some people. Wait. Oh, no. Too many people. I thought there was two. I could deal with two. Three's a little bit tricky. Okay. No, that's fine. One. I can deal with that. Right, can I have your blood, please? As payment. Donate blood. I should also heal as well. There is a third guy, but he is apparently staying over in their little camp right now. So I'm going to take full advantage of him not running at me. And then we're going to go and stab him. Stabby stab. Stabby... Oh! Okay, wait. Dude, you just shot a wall. Even got the special edition. Yes. Skaven Daddy got me the special edition under the proviso that I call him Skaven Daddy. And because it was a very nice thing to do, I shall continue to call him Skaven Daddy until one of us finds it too awkward. And I'll be honest, I think we're both pretty stubborn. So I'm not entirely sure who's going to find it more awkward first. I think the tipping point would be if I started saying it in your stream. That might be too far. iron? I would like the iron, please. Join me, so I could turn you into useful things. Yes. Yes, useful things. Oh, no, there's some more iron. Nice. Nice. Hello, friend. I call him friend when he's not near me. If he gets too close and wants touchies, not on board. Put that iron in there. Do you know what's really concerning? That really feels like that was right in front of my base. I don't know if he's just eaten my base. Because if you build your base too much on the sand, the worms will eat your base. They're not fans. They're not fans. Although, to be fair, if he was going to eat my base, he would have already done it. He would have done it much earlier. God, there's worms everywhere. Why are there worms everywhere? Oh no. I want to go home. I want to go home, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't look. We're okay. See, look. If you don't look, the worms don't come for you. Ooh. Hit a wall. It's fun. Mextron, you gotta go. Thank you very much for being here, Mextron. See you another time. Thumbs. Hello, Thumbs. I am wrapping up soon. I'm wrapping up in the very near future. I think people have seen enough Dune. I don't know. No one's saying they want to see more Dune. I think people have seen enough Dune. But yes, I'm having fun. I'm going to put that away. Then, okay, sweet. So we picked up a load of water. We did pick up a little bit of blood. Not a lot of blood, but we did pick up a bit of blood. Nice. Okay, actually, we should have processed... We have 25 silicon blocks now. So, that will allow me... oh, I can make this disruptor now. Yes. Okay, so that's only 4. That's only 4, but that's a good upgrade. The Holtzman shield. Oh, I don't have enough particle capacitors. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Okay. That's a whole other thing we need to go and farm. We've already got the compactor. We've... So, hopefully, we have enough. We don't have enough. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing iron now. It's so close. We keep getting so close, yet so far. I'm going to replace my Mauler pistol with the standard disruptor. The Mauler pistol is just like your basic sidearm that you can just shoot things with. The disruptor fires loads of darts and so it's quite good at overloading shields. It doesn't have the range of the rifle, but the rifle's slower, so it's not as good as overwhelming shields. If you're against an unshielded target, the rifle's kind of good for killing them from range. But if you're a little bit more up close and personal, you're gonna have a better time. You're gonna have a better time with the disruptor. Let's put that in there. I need to scrap some stuff. So while I can't build you, can I build? I can. I can build the recycler. I tell you what, the recycler can go here. And then this will allow me just to break down stuff that I find into useful things for me to use elsewhere. Am I carrying any other bits? Take that apart as well. I don't think I've got enough things. Oh, that might. I'm trying to get enough. Essentially, I want to build a shield. I want to build a shield because it's quite important. Small blood. Small blood. Then the sandbite. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. I might have enough. I might have enough to make the shield. So the shield is great because it allows you to close the distance with people without getting shot. If you fire a projectile weapon while you're wearing the shield has to turn off so you can fire the projectile weapon. So it's not, you can't just shoot people from range and be impervious. It does make a difference. Oh, what am I short on? Oh, I've not got enough iron. That's right. Okay, but I do have enough of those other bits. If I... oh wait, no, I not put this in a good place because it keeps thinking I'm going into that storage. Right, let's process all that iron. So yeah, so when you shoot your weapon, the shield has to turn off, so you're vulnerable for a moment when you're shooting. Also, if you use your shield on the sand, the worms go nuts. Like it's one of the things that heavily encourages them to come and find you. Bigger base, yes, we have moved base. We are in a different location now. We are now making a much more substantial base. I'm just really trying to just show people what you can do with all the building pieces that we have available in early game. So that is coming together. How does this compare to Conan? I have not played Conan, so I can't give you a good example. I can't give you a good comparison because I've not played it. Unfortunately. Wait, do I want to do that there? Yeah, I'll do that. That sounded like something just powered down. And I don't know what it was, but something sounded like it just powered down, which is a bit weird. Oh no, it'll be the refinery. It'll be the refinery. I'll have just finished refining something. That's what that noise will have been. So yeah, this base at this point is just, I'm just going to start filling out the base to make it look a bit nicer. In terms of functionality, it's already a functional base. except for the better blood refiner. So while this is decoration, if I was stood here, you can see that, just above my name, unsheltered. So if the sun's there, sun's gonna give us heat stroke. If a sandstorm turns up, it's gonna strip us to the bone. So we're very exposed when we're unsheltered. When we get closer to the base out here, this is sheltered, so this can help you protect you from the elements. And then when you're water sealed, I believe I don't think it completely stops you losing water, but I think it just massively reduces you losing water. I've not really paid enough attention to the water sealed. But what's nice is, so this, I don't just get the sheltered effect here. I'm not just going to get the sheltered effect here because it's my base. If anyone was walking past and a storm came by, they could, you know, run up to here because there's no doors at this bit here. They could run up to here and they could shelter here. And wait out the storm. They wouldn't be able to come indoors because obviously the doors won't let them through. Unless I allow them to. If I wanted, I could make this whole base open and they could come in and shelter in it even more. Oh yeah, because the way I've done that, that's not super nice, is it? That could be nicer. You water sealed outside. I was water sealed here because there's enough cover for me to be water sealed. When I'm here, it's just there's a bit. Where's the bit? So if I'm up against the wall, it should switch to sheltered. Oh no, apparently I've built this really well. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here is sheltered. Yeah, there's... But anyway, this has enough support for me. I don't know if water sealed would work here for other players. What's going on there? I think that's a bug. I don't think we're supposed to be seeing those cubes in the distance. I don't think that's correct. Tell you what, we're going to look over here, and now we can't see any see-through cubes. And the game looks normal again. The worms are very noisy. The worms are also going crazy. Someone must be on the sand. In fact, yeah, there's a bunch of worm signs. We got, yeah, people must be crossing the sand. So this is the starting area down here. Whoever decided to cross the sand here is an absolute mad lad, because that's a really long sand crossing. This one makes a bit more sense. They're obviously having a great time. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Actually, do you know, was it because I put a roof in? I don't know. We got water sealed over here? Oh, we've got water sealed here as well. I think it's because I'm doing the roof. I like my roofs. Oh, have I run out of... Oh, I've run out of granite. Okay. Well, I'm not going to go and harvest more granite now, because we're right at the end. Have I got enough to at least get the advanced blood processing up before the end to make me feel like I've achieved a bit more? We do. Okay. So we will slap that down. This processes blood better than this one does, and also in larger quantities. Some of the refining equipment later in the game, some of the refining equipment, it's kind of important to build it not just because it allows you to do more complex stuff, but because it does things more efficiently as well. And you do want to try and eke out as much as you can. Let's put that in there. And okay, so we have a little bit of water. We've not got a lot, but we do have a little bit of water. We've got plenty of storage anyway, so that's good. Right, okay, so that was day 2. Day 2 out the way. Well, kind of day 1, because this is day 1 solo. But obviously day 2 of Dune Awakening weekend. And yeah, tomorrow, I probably will do a stream tomorrow. Just where we'll probably focus on doing more building stuff, just to try and show how we can be creative with the building layout. But it won't be a full day. It won't be like today with the amount we've streamed today. So it'll be probably, I might start late morning, and I'll probably start late morning and then maybe finish mid-afternoon, I think, because I do need to get on with other things. I need to, as much as I enjoy this, I need to not just be doing this. There are other things that need to happen. Right. So. That's been good. So that's also been cool. I did say I've been very surprised streaming at different times to when I normally stream. We've had a lot of raids. We've had a lot of raids in the last couple of days. So much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. Oh, I do not have any... Okay, there's no one over there. What have I got? What have I got over here? Just have a little mooch. I'm also just curious to see how many people are still streaming this game. Yeah, it's got loads of viewers, hasn't it? It's got 126,000 viewers right now. I hope that's a really good sign. I also find it hilarious that the developers are streaming right now, and they're not on the top row. They're not on the top row for the category, but the developers are streaming right now. But no, seeing that many viewers, I am keen. I'm keen. It gives me a little bit of hope that hopefully this game will work out. Because the last big multiplayer game I tried to play was Skull and Bones, and that kind of fell off and didn't work very well. So I hope this does not suffer the same fate. But yeah, I am very ready for sleep. So I'm not going to raid. No raids. I'm just going to wrap up. So yeah, solid chance I will be back tomorrow at... I don't know the exact time I'll be, but I'll be back tomorrow. Films, did you do Helldivers 2? I did do Helldivers 2, but I don't think of that really as a multiplayer. I think of more of that as just like co-op. I think of them a bit differently, but it's not entirely... Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. But yeah, cool. I normally do all like my outro music and stuff, but I'm kind of just enjoying the music that's playing from the game right now. So I think I'm just going to do the outro. Why did the music stop as soon as I said that? Rude. Alright. Anyway. thank you for everyone who's watched today. Very much appreciated. If you watch tomorrow, thank you even more. Right, cool. If you've been here, thank you very much. If you've been talking in chat, thank you even more. I have told you where I'll be. So whatever you choose to do with the rest of your day, I hope you have a fantastic time. And until I next see you, until then, goodbye.